In this video, I'll be showing you how to fix Valorant FPS drops and low FPS issues. There are several solutions that can help fix the issue and have Valorant perform better. Start by opening the Valorant settings. Go to Video, then select Graphics Quality. Turn on Multi-Threaded Rendering. Set Material Quality to Low, Texture Quality to Medium, Detail Quality to Medium, UI Quality to Medium. Turn off Vignette and also turn off VSync. Set Anti-Aliasing to MSAA 4x. Set Anisotropic Filtering to 4x. Turn off Improve Clarity, Experimental Sharpening, Bloom, Distortion, and Cast Shadows. These settings should work great on most systems. If you're still experiencing FPS drops with these settings, then try lowering the settings slightly. However, if you have a good PC, then it's unlikely that this is the issue. Test Valorant. If you are still having low FPS issues, then open the settings and go to Video, then General. Make sure the display mode is set to full screen, then apply changes. Go to the bottom and turn off Limit FPS on battery. Turn on Limit FPS in menus. Turn on Limit FPS in background, and turn off Limit FPS always. Set Max FPS in menus to 30 or 60 and Max FPS in background to 30. These settings will limit your FPS when you're not playing to give your hardware a break and can help fix FPS drops when you're in a game. Also, be sure to set Nvidia Reflex Low Latency to On or On Plus Boost. If you have a good graphics card, then you'll typically get better performance with it set to On Plus Boost. However, you can test playing with both options to see if it fixes the issue. Next, open the Start menu. Search for Graphics Settings, then open it. On Windows 11, select the Change Default Graphics Settings option. On Windows 10, stay on this page. Find the option to reduce latency and improve performance. Enable the option, then restart your PC and try Valorant again. If the option is already enabled, then you can try turning it off, then restart your PC. If the issue persists regardless, then having this option enabled is typically preferred. If Valorant is still getting FPS drops, then open the Start menu. Search for Valorant, then right-click and choose to open file location. Right-click Valorant and again select Open File Location. Select Riot Games in the address bar. Open the Valorant folder, then go to Live, Shooter Game, Binaries, and Win64. Scroll down and select the Valorant Win64 shipping application. Right-click on it and open the Properties. Switch to the Compatibility tab. Check the box to disable full screen optimizations, then click Apply and OK. Test Valorant again. If you are still experiencing FPS issues in Valorant, then open Discord. Open the user settings by clicking the gear icon at the bottom. Select the advanced options from the side. Find Hardware Acceleration and turn it off. Confirm changes and Discord will restart. If you're still having issues, then open the Discord user settings again. Select Voice and Video from the side pane. Scroll down and disable the debug logging option. Confirm and Discord will restart again. It's unlikely that this is the issue, but it's worth a try. Next, open Google Chrome if you use it. Open the options by clicking the three dots, then select Settings. Select System, then turn off the option to continue running background apps when Google Chrome is closed. Also, disable the option to use hardware acceleration. Try playing Valorant again. The next option is to choose applications that may be using your PC resources. Press Ctrl, Shift, Escape on your keyboard to open the Task Manager. Select Processes at the top on Windows 10. For Windows 11 users, the option will be on the side. Go through and find an application that you don't need running. Be sure not to select anything that you don't know exactly what it does. Right-click the application you want to close and select End Task. If you don't feel comfortable doing this, then just close any application you have open using the cross in the corner. Open the Hidden Icons menu on your taskbar. Right-click on an application you don't need and choose to exit. Next, you can try disabling in-game overlays. On rare occasions, overlays can cause your game to stutter. Some overlay examples are the Nvidia GeForce Experience overlay and the Discord overlay. If Valorant is still experiencing FPS drops, then open the Start menu. Search for Device Manager and open it. Expand the Display Adapters heading. Right-click on your graphics card and choose to update. Select Search Automatically, then complete any needed updates. You may need to restart your PC when done. If you have an Nvidia graphics card, then open GeForce Experience. Switch to the Drivers page. Select select Search for Updates to make sure the page is updated. Click the download button on the newest available driver, then complete the update. The express installation should work fine. Next, if you have any overclocking enabled on your system, you can try turning it off. On some occasions, overclocking can cause FPS drops and stutters. If you have an Nvidia graphics card, then right-click on your desktop and open the Nvidia Control Panel. You may need to select the Show More option on Windows 11. Go to the Adjust Image Settings with Preview option using the side pane. Select the option to use the Advanced 3D Image Settings if it isn't already. Then click Apply at the bottom. Switch to the Manage 3D Settings. Copy our settings as you see fit. You may prefer to have some options different. These are the settings that we find work best for Valorant. The main setting that you will want to change are low latency mode, power management mode, max frame rate, texture filtering quality, and threaded optimization. Apply settings and the Valorant stuttering issues should be fixed. Like the video if you found that helpful, and check out another Valorant video here.